Neighborhood Watch Program Commanders. From the village of Agana Heights, we have Jenny Regis. Good morning. Unmute. Unmute. And again.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
And then from the Yona Neighborhood Watch program, we have the Commander Lou Metabusan. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
We'll just start, and we're going to get to you, Mayor Alec, but I guess we'll just start with Jenny. Tell us what your role as Neighborhood Watch Program Commander involves, and just a little bit more about the Neighborhood Watch in Agana Heights.
Okay, we started our program in 1995, so I believe we were one of the first villages on the island to establish a neighborhood watch program. I am the area commander, meaning I am in charge of the village neighborhood watch program along with the mayor, and then we've divided our village into 4 sections where we have block leaders. A lot of our block leaders consist of LEOs, meaning they are law enforcement officers.
So tell us
our program is, I believe our program is very effective because we have a lot of members involved. We have a neighborhood watch chat, and it's amazing how neighbors are just watching over their neighbors, and it's just a very active group. And we appreciate all of the residents getting involved to help this fight against crime, as well as with the assistance of GPD whenever we make our calls to them for assistance. It's just a great program.
Lou, there was just a meeting, right, Bree?
Yeah, there was a meeting last week. It was the first meeting, face-to-face meeting that the Neighborhood Watch Program Commanders had. Can you tell us about that meeting?
Lou?
Well, I didn't attend the meeting. I was not able to attend the meeting, but I'm not sure if Jenny or Lou was there. But I do know that they were just trying to restart us all the programs in all the villages, and then to reintroduce the program to those new mayors and vice mayors that just were sworn in. And so, but I do know that they do have active programs such as in Arahan. So I know that even though the mayor is new, their Arahan program continues.
Lou, tell us a little bit about
I wasn't able.
Go ahead.
For Jonya. Sorry, I wasn't able to attend that meeting myself. For Jonya, we didn't start it until 2018, but I believe Jonya had one for quite some time, but I didn't become active until 2018. It's a huge collaboration with all the villagers, and with Jonya, one of the biggest villages on the island, we had to segregate Plaza Gardens, Windward Hills, Menengan, Sunset, as Nyamu. We have different block captains for all those different areas. Also for Jonya, we have an active patrol unit that goes out voluntarily and patrols the villages at night from Plaza Gardens all the way to the main village. And they work in collaboration with the mayor and GPD, and it's very successful.
How does that work, Lou? So
these people that go on patrol, they're actually voluntary. They've been doing it for the past, I believe, year and a half. They use their own vehicles. The community gets together and they donate funds for gas so they can continue their patrols, but they use their own private vehicles.
And have these patrols ever led to, the maybe catching a crime in progress or anything like that?
Well, one night I wanted to see what they were doing, so I went on a patrol with them, and we actually found a stolen vehicle parked in the village in one of the parks. So I was there to see them call GPD and get that all going. But I believe it does prevent those things from happening. They can't be in one place, in all those places at one time, but it is a prevention, and they have I used to have like 3 or 4 people out on the road, but since COVID hit, there's only one person that goes around now, and it's pretty difficult. But like I said, they'll call GPD if they see anything suspicious other than that. But yes, I've been with them when they called in a stolen vehicle that was parked in the bridge.
What about you, Jenny, in Agana Heights?
We actually have a very active watch program. Like I said, it stems from people just passing through on foot through the neighborhood, and that gets reported. We have a neighborhood watch chat, like I said, and that consists of about 330 members right now. So we have a very active group.
What about social media? Do you guys also have social media, Facebook pages and things like that? And do you use that also?
Not at this time. Just the WhatsApp group chat. And then we also we create awareness through materials such as stickers, billboards. We have them at most of the main entrances into Agana Heights, showing that we have an active neighborhood watch program and that the program is in full force.
Mm-hmm.
For Jonia, we actually have a Facebook page. We have 2 Facebook pages. We also have signs out, but that needs to be worked on because we need to like raise funds to get those signs going. I believe we got some from the mayor as well to post on those different areas in Kenya.
Jenny, let's talk about so the neighborhood watch program has been in effect in Agana Heights since I believe you said the 90s. How has that acted as a deterrent to crime? And give us some examples of a few times where the neighborhood watch has led to the discovery of criminals or crime.
Okay, so what happens is normally if there is a suspicious activity or person that is reported, we immediately contact the Guam Police Department. Of course, they dispatch a unit out to the village, and we work hand in hand as far as reporting description of vehicles or persons, and the investigation starts.
Do you have
normally members will post pictures of suspicious persons or activities, and we all do a bolo, and we're on the lookout for those suspicious activities and persons.
Do you have like a specific example though that you can share with us?
Let's see. It's been since our program has been very active. Truthfully, there has been very limited activities happening in the village. So I think it's very, very positive that every village have a very active group participate in this program.
So what is it mostly like? They just send memes to the neighborhood watch program sheet chat? Is it like all memes?
Chime in on that.
And then someone's like, "Hey, someone stole my bush cutter, by the way." Go ahead, Mayor.
Well, no. So in PD, we don't have a Facebook page or Instagram, but we certainly have our WhatsApp communication tree. So we're broken down into blocks as well, and we do have an area commander in PD, 2 commanders actually, and the WhatsApp in the very beginning when I first started in 2017, that's what it was. It was memes and happy birthday and happy Valentine's Day, but we got control of that, and now it's a lot more just reporting suspicious activity. One of the things that, like Jenny was mentioning, we don't, gosh, knock on wood, right? But we don't really see too much crime because, especially in one area of our village, everybody just looks out for each other, and you just don't drive by because they're going to report your car if it's, if they've never seen it before. And then even people walking by, I mean, it's so suspicious these days, right? Just anyone walking by. As a matter of fact, last week, there were two teenagers walking around trying to get jobs, like yard maintenance jobs, and it just looked suspicious to a lot of people. So it became you know, everybody knew, the entire village knew that these two people were walking around knocking on doors, and the two guys were really just looking for a job. And so one of the things that we've established in PD is a vendor verification. So if you want to go knock on doors in the neighborhood, whether you're selling raffle tickets, whether you're a religious organization, or you're trying to just cut grass for a few bucks, you can come to the mayor's office, and if we verify that you're a legitimate business or you're a legitimate solicitor in so many ways, we'll give you a form so that you can present it to the resident, and they'll know that you came to us, and you're not trying to hustle them. So that's, we haven't really, it hasn't led to any prosecution, but it's definitely deterred a lot of crime, at least in one area of the village.
Right.
Presently.
Jenny and Lou, what do you make of this, that we've kind of just gotten used to these neighborhood watch programs? Because in a perfect world, right, it should be the Guam Police Department. We should fund it at a level where we have a lot of police presence in the village, right? But it looks like we just kind of gotten used to watching out for ourselves.
Yeah. Well, for Jordan, because you asked if there's any incidences for my patrols, they had actually someone came up to them and turned themselves in to my patrol unit. So they called GPD and they assisted in bringing this particular person to the precinct so they could process him, and they had to write a report and stuff. Since you're asking if there's anything that, you know, that if they apprehended anyone, well, they kind of, because he turned himself into them.
Wow.
So, but as far as the communication with Jotnya, we have a main Jotnya chat, and then, like I said, we have those branches off to the different areas of Jotnya. The mayor is in all those chats. And anything, we have a neighborhood commanders chat as well. Anything that's shared on that, I share it to my block captains and they share it to their individual. So it's like a tree of communication.
Wow.
That goes down the line. And with Jotnya, and in this day and age where everybody has a camera, if there's anything suspicious or something happening in their area, they actually take that footage and they post it on the chat so that everybody can see the license plate, the individual that was trying to break in. So we do have that to help prevent those types of things.
Well, feel free to add us to your chats, please. Send you our numbers.
Oh, okay.
Careful what you ask for.
Them notifications, though. Bring, 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 bring. I mean, Jotnya
That's what
sounds.
it's all about, though. That's what it's all about.
Yep, that's right. Jenny, go.
Communicating and watching out for each other.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Jenny. You look like you wanted to say something about just your involvement with GPD in these chats.
Well, we have, like I said, it's just great. Great that the community comes together. And like I said, we have on every block, our village is divided into 4 blocks. And it consists of just a variety of law enforcement agencies and employees. So it's wonderful.
Do you guys also have like a youth crime watch program, or is that just with GPD and the schools?
Yes, we do. We have a youth crime watch program as well.
Is that and how is that like high school kids?
It stems from like normally with our youth Congress reps that we get every election, we get them involved. We have them come and attend our neighborhood watch crime meetings, and we just they're part of the village chat. A majority of that youth crime watch, they're all college students now.
Mm.
Yes.
Well, you're definitely getting a lot of shout outs about how hardcore the Agana Heights youth crime watch. I mean, not youth crime watch, the neighborhood watch program is. So.
Can I just comment something about neighborhood watch and perhaps some of our members? One of the things that I learned at the very beginning when I came in was that we watch and we report, right? So a lot of our residents are eager and are just in a rush to get it taken care of. And what they do is when they see something suspicious, especially some of our leaders, they get up and go and approach people. And that's definitely one of the things that we don't encourage especially in our PD neighborhood watch program, is when you see something, you take all the information, all the necessary information, and you report it. And it's not reporting it to the group chat first, it's actually reporting it to GPD. So call it in to the Southern Precinct, call 911, or call the respective emergency agency right away, and then report it on the group WhatsApp. But a lot of times we've experienced in the past where our own residents who are not law enforcement officers, but they're kind of block leaders, they'll get up and they'll just get over and drive over to the scene. And luckily, only to find that they're either just visiting or they're lost or they're looking for someone in particular. But we don't encourage our residents to go out and approach the suspicious activity whatsoever. A GPD is still the law enforcement agency that needs to respond to that. We're basically there to watch and to report. So that's so important for us because, especially if you're not law enforcement, your safety is paramount in this program.
Jenny,
so I don't know if Yona and Agana Heights are having some issues with that, but definitely in PD we've worked that out, and I think there are still some overzealous neighbors, but they're big and brawny. Let's just hope that they're safe.
Well, GPD actually came out to the villages at one point to educate everybody on what the neighborhood watch was all about, and one of those things is exactly what the mayor had just stated. We're not law enforcement. All we're there for is just to log down what you see. Remember what you see, log it down, and do not intervene. Just call GPD so that they're the ones to come in and do what they need to do. But that's one of the things that GPD has done an outreach on, and I'm not sure if they're continuing to do that. They do educate all the villages regarding what our role is here, because it really is assisting GPD with what they need to do by reporting any types of incidents.
Right. Jenny, I'm not sure if I heard whether or not you did or didn't, but did you attend that meeting last week with the command? Okay, can you tell us what happened during the meeting?
Okay, it was more of a
Your audio. I'm sorry. Is there something wrong with our audio? You're really low. Chris, are you can you check Jenny's audio? Go ahead, Jenny.
Can you hear me now?
You're coming out really low. I think you're muted. It shows that you're there. No. Not sure what's going on with Jenny's audio. Sorry, Jenny.
The bad guys are muting her mic. Like they're on to us. Well, Jenny, since we don't have you, Lou, did you want to offer anything in closing? Because we still have some stuff to talk about with Mayor Jesse.
Oh, well, she just left.
Oh, Jenny.
No.
No, I'm going to bring her back in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, Jenny.
How about now, Jenny?
Hi.
There
Okay.
you go.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Yes, I did attend that meeting. It was more of a catching up because it's been, I believe, a year since the commanders have met with the Guam Police Department. So it was a very productive meeting. We had a bunch of representatives from various villages. So we're all working together with GPD to get this fight against crime.
Mm-hmm. Did you guys talk about what sorts of crimes you're really seeing out there in the different communities?
Mostly robberies, like they break into homes and steal stuff, or they break into your car. If you don't lock it, they'll break into your car and take stuff from your car. That's mostly what we see.
Mm-hmm. Is that kind of what you heard, Jenny, during the meeting?
Yes, I mean, there was a variety of reports, speeding through the villages and revving in front of homes. We had the most recent one with Sinahanya Neighborhood Watch, where they stole some palm trees in front of a home, but it was returned. Thankfully, I guess because of our active programs in each of the villages, social media really helped with that case. We had another resident from another village who reported that their gas tanks were stolen from their residents. So very minimal.
Mhm.
But with all the neighbors getting involved in these programs, it really helps keep an eye out for each other.
Mhm. Do you
And
guys?
when there's that awareness in place, I believe people are starting to realize that they're going to get caught
Mhm.
somehow.
Do the commanders all have their own like chat, like where you
Yes.
guys all
There's a
communicate?
commander chat.
I see.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
most villages have their neighborhood watch chats. in
No, I
place.
meant
No,
with the village commander.
All the villages. There is a commander's chat for all the villages.
Mm.
GPD is the one that handles that. So what they did was they put all the commanders of all the different villages and they put them on this chat. So it's called the NWP commanders chat.
I see. So, like for example, on Friday when there was that report of a wanted person, it went into the chat. I would think, and then
They'll put it on the face and description, and then I share that to the block captain.
okay.
Do you guys screen who's in the watch group? Because what if there's some
Yes.
bad guys in there?
Mm-hmm.
I have the block captains do that, because if I were to screen every single person in Jonya, I won't have a life. So that's why I have block captains. I have block captains that do that for us all.
Well, thank you for what you guys are doing, fighting crime.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Jenny.
Yes, you're welcome.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome. You guys stay safe and have a great day.
Okay, we'll see you.
Stay safe.
Don't forget to
Bye.
add us to your
Bye.
chats. Right on. If we pass the screening process.
Okay.
Okay,
See you
bye.
guys later. Bye-bye.
Right on. Thank you for that, Mayor. Good get.
Mhm.
Thanks too. I just have two things to talk about after that neighborhood watch. The first is the village place names that